Let's talk about running races. Running events are of three categories: sprint, middle distance running, and long distance running. Any major world sporting event like Olympics or World Athletics Championship constitute the below categories. Sprint constitutes of 100 meter, 200 meter, and 400 meter flat, 100 meter hurdles for women, 110-meter hurdles for men, and 400-meter hurdles. Under relay, we have 4 by 100 meter, 4 by 400 meter, and 4 by 400 meter mixed event of 2 men and 2 women in each team. Under middle distance, we have 800 meter, 1500 meter, and 3000 meter steeplechase. Under long distance, we have 5000 meter, 10,000 meter, and marathon road race event. Except marathon, all the races mentioned above takes place in a track. A standard track is of 400 meter and is oval in shape. There are two straightaways and two semicircle sections in a racetrack. The straightaway where races finish is called the home stretch. The straightaway on the other side of the track is called the back stretch. The first curve is called the near turn and the second curve is called the far turn. Sprint races start with a crouch, sitting, and start command. The start command is on your marks, set, gunfire. Athletes must run in their respective lanes. Lane cutting or lane changing leads to disqualification. Sprinting requires explosive power and speed. 100-meter sprint is run in a straight line along the home stretch. The race is divided into reaction time, acceleration phase, maximum speed, and the maintenance phase. Acceleration occurs after first few meters at the 50-meter mark, after which the athletes reach their maximum speed and maintain till the finishing line. This maintenance phase is very crucial for 200 meter and 400 meter. 200 meter. The race begins on the curve and ends on the home stretch. In 400 meter race, this also begins on the curve and consists of one lap of the track and ends on the home stretch. Staggered starts. So something is very important when I said the race begins on the curve. So these staggered starts are needed in 200 meter, 400 meter and 800 meter races, in which athletes in lane 2 starts in front of lane 1 and lane 3 starts in front of lane 2 and so on to lane 8, and they all stand in their respective lanes. This is to ensure that all athletes run the same distance with staggers of 3.83 meter per lane for 200 meter and 7.6 meters per lane for 400 meters. Let's talk about middle distance running, which starts with a command on your marks and gunfire. 800 meter. It's a 2-lap race and has a staggered start, run in their assigned lane until they cross the break line, which comes after 100 meter of running. So what is break line? It's a point on the track where athletes break for the inside lane and run the race as a pack. 1500 meter consists of 3.75 laps of the track, with the runners starting at the beginning of the back stretch. This event is a group start which can have up to 12 runners. A group start with 12 runners? What if there are more than 12 runners? So there's something called a split start when there are more than 12 athletes in any race over 1500 meter. For any race over 1500 meter, where there are more than 12 athletes, the athletes may be divided into two groups. One group at the front on the outer half and the other group on the inner half. So like a stagger start. The group on the outer half should run the outer half till the end of the first bend. That's till the break line. Long distance running also has a standing start, where athletes are arranged randomly at the starting line and begins when the starter gun is fired. While the 5000 and 10,000 meter are the track races, a marathon is a road race. While most events feature preliminary heats to narrow down the size of athletes to a smaller group, but marathon is a single race with no qualifying heats, like the other road events like 20-kilometer walk or marathon walk relay.